What's up, traders? In this video, I'm going to show you how to maximize your time and money spent with prop firms. Specifically, we're going to talk a little bit about Top 1 futures and their pro accounts. I'm going to break down a bunch of trades that I've taken in this video. I'm going to show you markups. I'm going to break down my VWAP strategy. I'm going to talk about the equity stability score and how to manage that. I'm going to even show you my dashboard. So you see all my stats, all the back end. I'm going to show you everything. I'm kind of treating this video like a little bit of a catch up. So if you haven't seen, I've been moving. Here I'm in the new office now. Still need to hang my curtains. Don't judge me. We've had a lot of great clips from our most recent seminar that we held in Tampa. Those are all posted on this YouTube channel now. So if you go to playlists, you'll see it says Tampa Futures Bootcamp. Check those videos out. I kind of used those videos to buy me time while I was setting my family up and setting up my new office. But now we're back. We're on the YouTube grind. So if you're new to my channel, please make sure you subscribe. My analytics say only like 57% of my viewers are subscribed. I do podcasts every Saturday morning at 8 a.m. with new traders, old traders, experienced traders, struggling traders, everything to hopefully help bring you guys more value. I do trading tutorials. We've got seminar clips, testimonial clips. I do a ton of YouTube shorts. So I got a ton of value to share for you guys. But let's get into it today. So you can see the $13,000 lifetime payout certificate. I'll break it down for you pretty simply. I was trading their traditional instant funded accounts. I took 2 payouts there. Then I copy traded 2 instant funded accounts together, took 2 payouts there, and all 4 of those payouts in total have brought me to $13,000. So that's been 2 payouts basically each of the last 2 months since the company launched. Now, with the move, I took a couple of days off. And when I came back to trading, I picked up the pro accounts. I'm going to explain to you what the pro accounts are as we get through. Specifically, we'll talk about this equity stability score. But let's start on TradeZella. TradeZella, I can give you a little discount if you're not signed up. Use the code ASFX. That's my discount code for everything. Top 1 futures, TradeZella, Take Profit Trader, it's always ASFX. But with TradeZella, it'll save you 20%. So definitely get this if you don't have it. As you can see, we're going to be tracking my 5 50K pro accounts. So this is 5 accounts in total, not just 1 account. Trade win rate looks really good. Profit factor looks insane. But that's because I've been able to run this thing pretty green since I started it. Only one day where I was basically break even. That's minus $20 across all 5 accounts. These are totals across all 5 accounts. Like Friday, I had 1 trade for $413. And I'm going to show you some of these trades too. But the reason I'm kind of trading smaller is because I want to keep that equity stability score very manageable as I get closer and closer to being able to take the payout. So the big thought here is simple math, $2,500 payout times 5 account, that's $12,500. That's what I'm shooting for here. So basically going to double my lifetime take with the company once I get these over the line. If we look at the dashboard, you'll see these are the straight to funded Sim Pro 50K accounts. Same balance you see here that you see if I show you the platform up here. Right? I was trading this morning, made 142, and I'm locked out for the day, but 50,826. So I'm about a third of the way there. Win rate, 91%, 8 of 10 trading days. Yep. And then you'll see down here, the equity stability score is already looking really good at 25.63. My balance today is my high watermark. So what I'm trying to do is keep my biggest winning days and my biggest losing days very tight. And I'll show you how that works here in a second. Let's go into the equity stability score first, and then we'll talk about the trades I took. I think that's easier because I think a lot of you will want to hear about this. So the way that these pro accounts are calculated, different from the traditional instant funded accounts, is I look at it in 2 ways. The equity stability score instead of a consistency score, and the end of day drawdown versus the intraday trailing drawdown. So these accounts are intraday trailing drawdown, which is why I've kept my green days so small. Right? Even smaller, if you were to look in here at the calendar just at 1 account, right? This is in Project X. This is just 1 account. So you can see I'm making $76, $91, $200 is my biggest day. Today was my second biggest day, 142. But my losing day is only -4. So when we go to calculate the stability score, keeping all these numbers tight, not having anything outsized on wins or losses is how I actually will get the payout. So on their FAQ, the way that they write it is best day plus worst day, but you write it as a positive number, divided by total profit times 100%, right? To get your percentage. That's me burping from this goat fuel, not sponsored. I wish I was sponsored by them, but not sponsored. So best day, let's say this example, 400, worst day, 350, total profit, 3750. You remove the minus sign from the 350. So it's just regular 350. And then you add the best and the worst day together. That gives you $750. Take the 750 divided by total profit, 0.2%. That's a 20% equity stability score, which means you reach. So let's look at mine. If we pull up my calendar, just to one account, best day is 207. We'll just put the math in here. I go like this, 207, right? My worst day is $4, but we write that as a positive number. And then back to this formula, we add it together. So then we add 4. Worst day is 4, turn it into a positive. 4 equals, simple, 211. Now we take that number divided by total profit. In this example, it was $37.50. For me, my total profit is $826 divided by, right? That's what it said to do. Yep, divided by 826, 25.5. So call it 26% ESS. If we look at my dashboard, 25.63. I didn't add the cents, so you can see I'm spot on. So that's the math to figure out where your stability score is. So all I need to do is make sure I don't make too much or lose too much as I push for the payout, and this stability score will balance itself out and drop under 20%. So it even gives you a tip here. If your ESS is 20% or lower, you're trading smart, you're managing risk, and you're eligible to request a payout. So that's what we all want to be aiming for. And I like that Top 1 Futures did this because traders who can take payouts on this account really know how to manage their winning days and losing days. And that's the kind of trader that these firms want to take live. So that's the stability score. That's my stats. Let's go into TradeZella now and break this down. Let's just take a look at the leader account. That'll make this easier. If I select just one account and we break it down like that. So now we'll go into reports and we'll go into overview, and I'll blow this up nice and big for you guys. So average trade time is always where I like to start. Still holding my losers a little longer, just sitting in it on that one day on Tuesday last week. So that was something I'm always working on, right? Just admitting when I'm wrong and getting out of my losing trades. Definitely still working on that. Always. 23 minutes is my average winning trade. When I win, I take it, I run it. It's easy. Largest loss, only $42. Largest profit, $117. So these are the numbers that you should be thinking about if you're trading 50K accounts. I would recommend, unless you want to blow them faster, these are good numbers to work with. Try to keep your losses smaller than your wins, at least double, and you'll be in a good spot. Maybe you could go a little bit more to say largest winning day or largest profit could be 200, right? Risk maybe 100 to make 200, or risk 150 to make 200, but I wouldn't go over that with the 50Ks. My average winning trade on this 50K account is $54, and my average loss is $21. So there it is. You can see winning days, 7 right here. Losing days, 1, which looks really good. Average daily P&L, making $100 on each account, stopping. That's $500 across the 5 accounts. So that's how I see it. It's hard for me, to be honest. You guys, if you've been following me, you've seen me trade these accounts where I make thousands of dollars in a day and then take, $3,500, $5,000 payouts. This is tougher because you want to keep trading. But that's where, going back to the software here, using the lockout feature here and just locking yourself out when you're up already on the day, that's what keeps me alive. Not just with these pro accounts, just with accounts in general. Having a number, hitting it and stopping. So yeah, I'm zooming out. I'm seeing like, okay, it's not 100, it's 500. It's not 60, it's 300. You know what I'm saying? Multiplying it by 5, if you didn't follow what I'm saying there, because of the 5 accounts. So the stats look really good, especially because I only have that one break-even day. We'll start with that. That was actually my mom's birthday. It's funny, July 15th. We'll go over that day first and then kind of work through some other ones. These are my daily report cards. This is what I recommend everybody does. Here was the trade. Of course, I'm fighting the New York VWAP. So New York VWAP is the dotted line here. Purple VWAP is the low of day VWAP. I'm long off of that because we're making higher lows here. And I didn't take the short earlier in the day. So I was flat coming back into the afternoon here at 12 o'clock. And then we take low of day VWAP, which is a sign sellers are stepping in. So I get no movement and then I get a bad sign. I trusted my 10-point stop and I closed it here for that $4 loss. That was the way I was able to manage not taking a big red day there, just taking the small red, $4 across all the accounts, whatever, and move on. That for me is what keeps me pushing to payouts. On the markups for that day, you can see the shorts were very clear. Here's your New York session start. The dotted line is the New York VWAP. Shorts, Evan called it. I think he nailed it on stream this day. 63.24. That comes off the New York VWAP. It's a textbook trade from Futures 101, the course that we have for free. 63.10 works. 63.06 works. That's the shorts you want, man. I was on the wrong side of it, and I was lucky to be small red that day. Real quick, a plug for Futures 101. It's free. I'll put the link for it below. This is where you can watch Very short videos, 3-minute, 12-minute, 11-minute. I break down the strategy. This is what I have everybody watch before they come to the live streams. Here's our streams. We're live right now as I'm filming this. So check out Futures 101. Check out our live streams. Come trade with us live. You'll see these trades taken in real time. So that was the red day on the account so far. Let's go to Monday, the day before that. This is last Monday. Long here as we take New York VWAP, stop at opening range low. Again, that is the textbook setup from Futures 101 and Futures 2.0. So you will learn this strategy in Futures 101. It's free, everybody. I'm not trying to sell you anything. Go watch the course for free. We find resistance to previous day VWAP. That's the lighter blue line. We're trending higher with the dotted line here. That's the overnight VWAP. Usually the New York VWAP is blue like this. I added into this trade as we held, making higher lows off that bottom. Higher low again here. I added another contract, as you can see here, and then full out here. 89 to 99, 10 points. Risk 10, make 10, happy days. That's how it is, right? Lock it out. Go back to Friday before that. Simple, again. Buyers stepped in hard, trading off the overnight VWAP into the previous day VWAP. Textbook trade out of Futures 101. Textbook. Go to Thursday the 10th. Take a look at this here. Again, trading in the right direction this time, right? Reversion trade back to the overnight VWAP, 63.30 to 27. Small little scalps, everybody. I'm the guy that'll help you believe in yourself as a scalper. A lot of people talk shit to scalping. I think that it's a great way to make money as a trader. Super easy. Today's trades. Long pre-market, 63.40 to 42. That's it. I'm long at 40 right here, and I'm out of this trade at the overnight VWAP at 42. That's it. Bookmap told me we were going to move higher. You can see I have a photo of it right here. Trading right into this block of orders at 42. Easy. Small little scalps. And then the second trade here, I caught a long 7 minutes into the open. Stop at opening range low. We take overnight VWAP and New York VWAP. I catch the pop right into these highs. 45 to 48. 3 points. But when you're trading, copy trading, you can scale this across all these accounts and make it super worth your time. Monday, yesterday, no trades, but I did have a nice markup here. This was the pre-market idea, similar to my trade today. We are above it. Buyers are in control. Buyers step back in, and you're long into the open catching that drift. But I didn't take anything yesterday. It was a rare flat day for me. Here is Friday's trade. Again, scalp, 44 to 46. 44 to 46. That's it. So here I had a little bit bigger of a stop and I got out of it before I got 1R. I don't care about 1R. All I care about is getting green. I don't hear any successful older traders, Anthony Crudelli, Brian Shannon. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't hear them talk about R multiple. You know, I have predefined risk. My idea is invalidated at that level. Sometimes I stay in it for more than 1R. Sometimes I bail sooner. But with the win rate that I have, it works for me. Let's see if we can find a few more. Yeah, again, trading with the dotted line here, that's New York VWAP. This is high of day VWAP. Buyers are clearly in control here. Stop at structure, scalp, 80 to 82. That's it. Just taking a couple of points. That's all you need to do. And stack them up. Here, this was a big run up. So I took a little reversion scalp, 99.75 to 96 down. So I will fight the VWAP occasionally, but it'll be quick like that. Now, if you want to learn more about this strategy, like I said, it would be Futures 101, everybody. If you watched this far in the video, I'll put the link for this down below. Please go watch Futures 101 and then come join us on stream. Use the code ASFX. You'll get a 3-day free trial and you'll get 50% off your first month. So it's only $50. It's cheaper than a prop firm challenge. Come trade with us. Come watch the VWAP. See if you like it. If you do, we'll hang out. We'll make some money together. We don't win every trade. It's not signals. You'll learn how to trade with VWAP by watching these courses, Futures 101 and 2.0, and then coming to the live stream. Other than that, ASFX is the discount code everywhere you go. Links are in the description. Make sure you're subscribed. I really appreciate you guys watching this longer video and catching the little update from me. And now we're back at the desk, back on the daily recaps, back on the podcast every Saturday. Depending on when this video comes out, Chris Drysdale coming on the podcast, VWAP Wave System. It's a good one. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. Thanks, everybody. Happy trading.